If you guys have followed me for some time, you'll know that I started as a thrift vintage seller on Etsy in 2011. Then I made print apparel, then I started to purchase dead stock fabric and do production runs of my own designs in Canada. You'll also have noticed that I haven't been releasing a lot of my own Noctex designs for the past year or so, and I wanted to catch everyone up who has followed our journey. 2 years ago, we made the move of our fulfillment warehouse to be in California. I started to do production in the garment district there. There's been a lot of changes since COVID with the industry here, but even years later, a lot hasn't really recovered. Dead stock fabric hunting isn't what it used to be because COVID killed a lot of the businesses, and dead stock is overstock, which there was less and less of. Our main source who would go and collect and buy and sell dead stock went out of business recently, which was super bittersweet. We spent so much time together. With our calculations, Noctex actually cut and repurposed 10,000 pounds on the low end of dead stock fabric from 2013 to 2021. And trust me when I say that everyone thought I was insane for doing this because it takes a lot of time and labor to do dead stock cutting and fabric matching and collections, but at the time it was like a treasure hunt to me. In doing production in LA, the one thing you need to know is that most of the fabric trade is owned by Persians. I am Persian, but there's a lot of Persian Zionists. I actually just reached my limit when a Persian man selling me fabric said that he is half Israeli, which isn't even a thing, but they go around saying that. And ultimately, all the materials we try to purchase were usually out of stock. We were given a runaround with materials that were so old that after purchasing them, we couldn't cut them and we were stuck with them. So that was the fabric end of it all. And then we went through 2 different factories, one that damaged a production run and didn't want to own up to it, and another that ultimately ended up losing us as a huge customer for them because internally they didn't communicate. I think I was in denial for a long time because working locally meant a lot to me. And I've always managed my own production, and I knew that working with a factory overseas in China would mean I needed to have the same sense of closeness with the manufacturers because other than my art and designs, you know, this is something I want to make sure that turns out right. But I knew that for me to feel like my work and process wasn't compromised, I would have to alter my entire work life and actually go to the factories in China and see their process firsthand. So I went to China.